And obviously, an increase in the population where there is more people in the adult age range, the working force, quote unquote, right? AKA, also known as the working age, the working force, that obviously contributes to the country's economic growth, right? So more people in the adult age range would equal economic growth. And that's why the country benefits economically from demographic dividend, okay? So when you define demographic dividend, you not only mention an increase in the proportion of the population in the adult age range, but you also need to mention the decline in the country's birth and death rates, because that's where the increase in the adult age range comes from. Does that make sense, guys? So it's really just stating, for one, state the policy, right? And the organization that it was brought up from. Two, explain that policy, right? Just simply explain what that is. And three, because it is a 3 mark problem, right? 3 mark problem out of three, right? Three, you should state why it was enforced as a policy in the first place. So, what was the problem that was arising, right? And why was the policy enforced as a reaction, right? So, you would state what kind of issue there was being developed in a certain country, right? Why was it enforced in the first place? In the first place, right? So all these mark schemes and how teachers like mark it, I know it's kind of complicated, but if you put it this way, it's easier. So number one, state the policy and the organization it was developed from. So UN, right? And Greenpeace, WHO, whatever, right? And number two, explain that policy. Just simply explain what that policy is. And number three, why it was enforced and developed in the first place. Come back to the cause of why it all started, why the policy was enforced. You know. All right. Am I clear on that, guys?